All right. Hey guys, welcome back to the Underground. This is Interactive Chat. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a very, very special one indeed. As promised, not only is today Thanksgiving, so happy Turkey Day to all of you out there. I hope you are enjoying some time with your families, playing some awesome PSVR2 games, scaring them with all the horror games available on the library, maybe just showing them Moss as well. But this is also episode 50. That's right. This is episode 50 of Interactive Chat. We made it, y'all. We made it. And you guys asked me last week, was I going to be doing anything this week? And of course I am. Rain or shine, because this is our Solo Man podcast each and every Thursday, 6:30 to 7 p.m. Every single week, where we talk about and break down everything: news, reviews, discussions, announcements, gameplay, all the things. And today, like I said, not only am I going to be doing the show, but we are going to be going through and ranking every single game on the PSN store, using this futuristic thing right here. We'll use that when we get there, so I can shift around a little bit, and going through and rating all the games from 1 star to 5 stars for this lovely special edition episode 50 extravaganza. What is up, guys? Of course, this is Interactive Chat. I like to interact with you guys and say, what's up, Silver Nexus? Happy Thanksgiving. Flame at the Game Cat. Fire. Salvador, happy Turkey Day to you and Sal. Shout out to Salvador, who I missed your last tip last week. Apologies, my friend. He said, so Dreadhalls is game of the century. You the best, man. Yeah, I would like to do a retro PSVR stream at some point. And I'm sure Dreadhalls will get requested. Twitcher the Deuce Juice Game Cat, what up, my dude? You my dude. Joshua Taylor, yippee. All yours history. Aceville, what up, man? It says happy holidays, Undergrounders. Yes, sir. Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving. All the things, man. Leroy Jenkins. He says, I subbed way back a year after you upload your Song in the Smoke series. What up, Leroy Jenkins? I remember you. I remember anybody that ever leaves a comment or anything while I'm playing. I usually remember you, even if it was years ago. And I remember, how could I forget Leroy Jenkins? Song in the Smoke, so good. I was just thinking about that earlier, actually. Scott, the PSVR Game Cat for life. What is up, homie? Looper, the Underground Game Cat, of course, always on time, my friend. Zero Signal. He says, oh man, there's retro VR now. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. So let's go ahead and get the show underway. What up, Samos? Gobble. Before we get into rating every single game on PSN, there's some news, some new release dates that I want to get to. Guys, December. Oh my goodness. December is the new October, but here's the difference, is that these games in December seem a little bit more like a lock, like they have locked release dates, and so it's going to be really, really exciting. I took a lot of time off work for that month just to be able to play a bunch of stuff coming out and, make some videos for you guys, and also for myself, because my work's been driving me crazy. So let's get into the news real quick. Before we get to December, we already have some awesome stuff to look forward to in January, which is really, really nice, because Incuvo have announced that Bulletstorm, which was originally slated for December, one of the most highly anticipated VR games coming. It is, of course, a VR remaster, remake, whatever you want to call it, of the beloved kind of low-key awesome game that originally launched in 2011, came out around the same time as Skyrim, so it got kind of buried. But it's a really good game. It is a fast-paced action shooter with cringy really cringy humor and talking and stuff and dialogue, but really fun gameplay, really cool setting, environment, and decent kind of thing going on there. So let's take a look real quick what Incuvo had to say. Now, I think I know I saw something somewhere where I saw something else, but I can't find it, and I don't feel like looking for it, to be honest with you. But People Can Fly and Incuvo have made the tough decision to delay the release of Bulletstorm VR to January 18th, 2024. We know that Bulletstorm fans are eager to put on their VR headsets and kick ass in virtual reality. We aim to use this extra time to continue improving the experience to ensure that Bulletstorm VR lives up to the high standards you've come to expect from a well-known AAA first-person shooter franchise, and People Can Fly as a developer of a high-quality AAA games. We're incredibly thankful to our fans for their support and passion surrounding Bulletstorm series, and deeply appreciate everyone's patience. Patience indeed, because I would much rather, like most of you, we've had this conversation a few times now, we would much rather have a game be delayed than have a shit launch and have wasted money while we could be playing something else and sitting there in a wait for a patch folder. I have this folder called wait for a patch. You don't ever want to be in that folder, because that is like the folder of shame. I should actually recall it the folder of shame. I think everyone's on board with this, right? Yes, I assume so. Most people would rather have a good finished game. And as we brought up on Gamescast, as some people have brought up as well and commented, it is super important that this game is really good, because one of the things we want to see this gen is taking old IPs or old, big popular games and making VR modes out of them, or either adding a VR mode or just taking it and rebuilding it from the ground up for VR to have more VR AF mechanics. And this would be a really great example. If this game does well, I think what people are thinking is the potential that it inspires other developers that have access to these IPs to bring these back and do this. If this game makes a lot of noise, you're damn right other developers are going to want to jump on board and start doing this as well. So totally fine with this delay. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually happy that we have something now that December's looking kind of packed. I'm really excited to have something in January to look forward to, because January is typically pretty slow for releases. So good news. Will, I see Will. What is up, man? He said he's waiting for the Squishies PSVR2 patch. You might be waiting a while for that one, Will. But good to see you, man. Happy Thanksgiving, dude. Missed you, homie. But yeah, so we are all in agreement here, and good on Incuvo for dropping this. Speaking of Incuvo, I forgot to add something, which I will add to the docket tonight. I can't believe I remember after the show started. So let's get on to December, guys. We only are, like 2 weeks? Less than 2 weeks, like a week and a half, basically, from December, and things are going to be like, we are going to be kicking off December pretty hard with some game releases. So the first game, I wanted to bring this up because I don't know how I missed this. I apparently this was news a while ago, and I don't see anybody talking about it or anything. But Arashi, Castles of Sin, the Final Cut edition, which is the remaster of the PSVR game that came out in 2021, is coming December 5th. I don't know how I missed this. They need to do a little bit better marketing, because as somebody who literally spends a lot of time just sitting there looking for PSVR news and trying to keep up to date with everything, I don't know how this one got by me. It was very stealthy ninja of them. But Arashi Castles of Sin is coming December 5th. I'm actually really, really looking forward to this one. This is now being published by Skydance. I don't know how much they have kind of revamped the game at all. We did get some early impressions from I think Upload VR said some stuff, said it looked better and whatnot, but it says it's upgraded for next gen VR. But this game, you know, I really, really enjoyed this game. I enjoyed the stealth of this game. I enjoyed having Haru to pet and hang out with and sick on people and stuff. This game has really, really good level design, good art style, good music, and it has good gameplay mechanics. The biggest weakness of it overall was that it just didn't have the best sword fighting combat. It didn't have the best hand-to-hand combat, which if they really dove deeper into and expanded, this game would be like, honestly, like a top 5 game or something, top 10 at least. But it's still a very good game, and I think it's one that you do want to keep on your radar. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing this one. Let's see here. I don't always watch PSVR this week, but I usually watch Gamescast. SB says, now that you bring it up, how does Sony themselves not maintain an online, always updated master list online? I don't know. Like a release date thing. I mean, they have the store, but that thing's kind of a mess. People really trash the PSN store, but it's really gotten better. I know it started from total dumpster fire, but it's definitely graduated from total dumpster fire to like poop on a wall. No, I don't know. No, I think it's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. It is better than it used to be though, by a far. At least it functions. At least it can handle sorting through the store and without crashing like the PS3 days. Aceville says this game is going to benefit so much from PSVR2. Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope they really take advantage of the PSVR2 hardware. They've been a little quiet for a lead up to launch. I don't know if they're just busy or if they're just, you know, just doing their thing or whatnot. But I got my Haru back there. And I'm ready to visit the game again with her. So December 5th for Arashi Castles of Sin. And then, of course, December 7th, we've got Arizona Sunshine 2, which is going to be, it's looking like it's going to be a really big deal. It seems like it could be really, really good. We're all hoping that it turns out great. They seem very confident in it. And, you know, it seems like people are going to be getting early access for reviews and stuff. So, you know, while not a perfect sign, that's usually a decent sign that the game's not a total dumpster fire. Yeah, dude. So we got Arashi on the 5th, and then we've got Arizona Sunshine on the 7th. And then we have an official release date for another highly anticipated game called Vertigo 2. This is, of course, widely renowned as like one of the best VR titles ever made. And this is a huge game that's upcoming. It's a first-person shooter set in like a fantasy world. There's lots of variety of guns and different like reloading mechanics that are unique to each one. This is supposed to be like a 10 to 12 hour game campaign. But now with the updated edition, they're going to have the new playable characters. I think there's 3 playable characters or something, 2 or 3 playable new characters that will supposedly change the gameplay drastically. And then also there's the level creation mode, which is really interesting for a game like this. Usually games launch as like a level creator or something, and you know that there's a small bit of game, but no, this is a level creator on top of an already like full length kind of AAA style game. There's epic boss fights in this game, which I'm really looking forward to. And yeah, this game just looks fantastic. Whoa, what's going on here? This game looks absolutely fantastic. I'm really excited to check it out, and cannot wait. And that is coming December 12th. So yeah, man, we're kicking January off with Arashi. I'm sorry, we're kicking December off with Arashi, Arizona Sunshine 2, and Vertigo 2, and then Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which Five Nights at Freddy's VR Help Wanted 2, I'm really, really excited about, and I'll get into that more because Five Nights at Freddy's 1 dropped this week, and I'm going to be talking about that as well, and I'll talk a little bit about Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and share some of my thoughts there. What up, hey Dizzle, Funky Sloth. Oh yeah, Funky Sloth says Saints and Sinners Chapter 2 got a release on PSVR 1. Yeah, I guess I've just played it so much, and I've played it on PSVR 2, like, but yeah, that is significant. If you're still a PlayStation VR 1 owner, or if you still primarily play on PSVR 1, then Saints and Sinners Chapter 2 is now available on PlayStation VR 1. So if you want to play it. My little brother's here. What up, Elias? He loves Saints and Sinners, and he has a PSVR 1, and now he can play Chapter 2, right?
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, you can now play it. So thanks for the reminder, Funky Sloth. All right, so all right, guys. So that is just December. December is looking awesome. Brax Bros's December is the new October. Yeah, I just hope December. I think December has the potential already, since these dates are kind of locked in, and they're most likely releasing on these dates. December honestly looks like it's going to be what we wanted October to be. This is great. This is great, and we're only just over a week, just about a week to go, and we're there. So cannot wait, guys. So in addition to those are the new release dates for those games. Of course, there might be some other stealth drops for PSVR 2 in December, but we got the announcement of a brand new game, and it comes to us via esteemed creators of Marvels and Shadow Legend VR, Vitruvius Games, or Vitruvius VR. That is Arcan Age, man. And wow, this trailer dropped out of nowhere. But, you know, we had been kind of talking with them behind the scenes, like, for years. They've been working on this game for 3 years, and it makes me super happy that they finally get to debut this gameplay trailer. And the game looks fantastic. Oh my goodness, this looks really, really good. It's a great combination of fantasy and sci-fi. I love the combination. Definitely has some Shadow Legend vibes, but this is looking a little bit more. Obviously, they took everything they've learned, and Shadow Legend was pretty impressive. It was just a small game, like it was a 3 to 4 hour game. I think it was like a 4-hour game. And that was really the worst thing about it, was the combat could have been a little bit better, but that's basically what they've done here, is they've taken their expertise, which is VRAF mechanics. That's literally where the term VRAF comes from, is from Shadow Legend. These developers, with what Brian kind of coined that term, or did coin that term. But this is looking great, man. The art style, first and foremost, the art style is looking fantastic. And I don't know why, but I get these kind of, I don't want to say like Halo vibes, but it's got a little bit of Halo vibes going on for me. Just the combination of first-person shooter and stuff, but then you've got stuff like this, like the mace, the sword fighting, the shield blocking and stuff. This looks fantastic. So let's go over real quick to the PlayStation blog, because this game is actually available to wishlist now. So let's take a look at the features that Arcan Age has here for us. Arcan Age is a VR action adventure game set in the Biochasm, a terraformed fantasy world created by the Grand Arborist. Engage in full physics-based combat using Arcanite-infused swords and guns, and freely explore the densely filled environments under siege by Hyperion's neural corruption. I don't know what any of that means, but it will make sense. It's all the lore, I guess. All right, so these are the features. Physics-based combat, shoot, dismember, which you did see in the video footage. You saw them beheading somebody. I don't know about what other body parts or limbs you can cut off. And crush enemies in fast-paced, full physics combat. Build VR weaponry. Equip yourself with 3 fully customizable Hyperion weapons and explore the biochasm to find 30 unique mods. 30 unique mods for the 3 fully customizable weapons. That's pretty cool. You do see a glimpse of that in the trailer too, where they're kind of like picking pieces up and putting them into the thing. Full virtual body. I love full body IK. You are a biological alien weapon built with full locomotion and the ability to freely jump, climb, and swim. Climbing, nothing is out of reach with your integrated climbing picks used to traverse the twisted roots of the biochasm. Crafting and refining, create your own scarlet nectar syringes, smelt scrap metal into Hyperion alloy, and craft custom weaponry. Exploration, the biochasm is filled with items to collect, unique life forms to befriend, and endless danger at every corner. Story and characters. Immerse yourself in the culture of the Nara race and uncover the secrets of the Grand Arborist and Celestial Custodian. Epic boss fights. Put all your weapons to the test in multi-stage custom VR boss fights. Finally, campaign and replay. Arcan Age has over 10 hours of campaign and includes an endless combat mode for unlimited replayability. You guys, I mean, all of the stuff they're speaking here is definitely our language. This is looking very, very impressive. A 10 plus hour campaign plus a replayable mode. The combat, the crafting, I didn't actually know about the crafting until I read that right there. The weapon customization, which you can see in the trailer. I hope it looks good. I hope it feels good. Now, the developers, they did say that this game is using 60 frames per second reprojected to 120. However, they are going to try and optimize it by launch time and they're aiming for 90 hertz for native at launch. So hopefully they hit that mark, because as we know, games that don't use reprojection look so much more sharper and clearer and better. But consider me impressed here, man. This is looking really, really nice. I like the variety I'm seeing, and they only show these kind of 2 kind of woodland areas. One is like, green forest. This is like the more autumn looking orangey foresty castle place. But yeah, man, Shadow Legend was great, and this is like basically they took Shadow Legend and turned it into a sci-fi fantasy and then expanded on everything. I'll be curious to check this one out, man. This is actually, honestly, going by everything we're seeing here, I love the character designs. I love the art style. I love the character designs. I love how, so you've got full body IK, and you can see these things like pulsing on the arms. So that's going to be really cool to like look at your own arms and hands and see that stuff like moving like that. That is just, I'm really, really impressed from what I've seen here. So really, really excited to check this one out. But yeah, man, I don't know if this is, I think they're aiming for 2024 with this, but congrats to Retribution VR, because it was really nice seeing the comment section for once for a VR game. And seeing that people were like really, really impressed with the trailer, with the graphics, with the gameplay, because people will nitpick everything. And I also love that this is it's not a PSVR2 exclusive, but it's PSVR2 and PCVR, meaning that, it can't run on the more mobile hardware. So it won't have those limitations, which is really, really nice. It's designed for console and PC. Nothing against those things. But again, we like to see games that take full advantage of it. And I really enjoyed reading some of the comments in there where they were saying things like, this is where we wanted VR to be, or hoping that like, this is what we would hope an indie VR game would look like these days. And I wholeheartedly agree. Stuff like potentially this stuff like you know, I want to say like Propagation Paradise Hotel, Hubris. Those are good examples of, look, if you're going to have a smaller title by an indie team, it doesn't mean it doesn't have to be like super high production values and stuff. It's just time, and they've taken their time making this, and they've spent the last 3 years on it, basically since they finished Shadow Legend. And yeah, man, I hope this turns out really good because this looks sick. Definitely one of my more anticipated games. So hell yeah on the good news there, man. Hells yeah. Lewis says, I ended up buying Hellsweeper since it's on sale, and I gotta say, I actually love it a lot. Good. I'm glad you like it. Hellsweeper seems really cool, but I'm still gonna wait for the graphics update because I don't think it looks very good. It doesn't look as bad as it did at launch. It looked god awful, hot garbage bad at launch. But I expected the gameplay to be good, but still, I want Hellsweeper to be the game that it is meant to be, and I will have to wait for the update coming in Q1 2024 before I jump into that one, because I want the full experience. I want the gameplay and the graphics to boot. But yeah, I did play it for just a little bit after the first patch, and the gameplay itself, I totally agree, is good. All right, guys, so I've got some couple impressions. We have that's pretty much it for the news now. Although there was one thing I missed, which is Green Hell. Actually, we can go over this real quick because I do have an opinion on this. Green Hell VR is getting an update very, very soon. Not the update that I was hoping for, though. Let's take a look. The Twitter team has announced, we're proud to announce that Spirits of Amazonia Part 1 is coming to the Quest 2 and 3 and PSVR 2 versions of Green Hell VR on November 30th. Oh, shit. So that's 7 days away. So 7 days away. They said experience a prequel story set before the events of the main game and face new tasks and challenges as you attempt to gain the trust of the Moagai tribe. The spirits of the Amazon beckons you. Will you heed their call? Excuse me. Okay, this is great and all, guys. But where is the graphics patch? What are you doing? We don't care. No, okay, look. I had an okay time with Green Hell. It was kind of disappointing with the graphics and stuff. They could have been much better. I didn't have too many issues with bugs. I did run into a few. But really, man, what bothers me is, like, they announced, a couple months ago now, that they have the graphics patch is going to be coming, and then now they're releasing like entirely new content. I mean, I get that they probably had like a roadmap that they were, had to kind of inject the graphics update, but if I were them, I just, from a business standpoint, hey, let's try and make this disastrous launch, let's try to salvage this disastrous launch into something much better. Let's update the graphics of the game, and then drop a content update. They're really disconnected from what people want with this game, and it shows because they're not having a lot of success with it on the VR platform, at least on PSVR 2. I don't know how it did on Quest, but no, Vince Virtua, it is not received the graphics patch. There's still no word as to when that's going to happen. So while I look forward to playing this content, at least I'll have something new to play while, I'll have something new to jump back into. We don't have the graphics patch, which I'm going to be waiting for first. So, just had to, I remembered that as we were, going here. So I had to bring that up real quick. All right, guys. So, in other news, we had 2 releases this week, I believe. Very Bad Dreams is the first one. This is, of course, a horror indie title that comes to us via Creative 3D VR. And just wanted to share a couple of first impressions on this and give you some thoughts. Real quick, though. Hold on. Backtrack. Imzadi, when it comes to buying Green Hell, here's the thing. If you buy it right now, it would be, if you were to buy a Green Hell right now, it would be in anticipation of the graphics patch. You'd be able to save a little bit of money, and then once the graphics patch drops, then you'd be able to get it. I don't know that I'd recommend doing that, but it would be a sneaky way to save a couple bucks for when the graphics patch drops. But honestly, I would just, the game's only $30. I would just buy it when the graphics patch launches. But anyways, let's get back to this. Very Bad Dreams comes out, I think it's today. I actually don't know. I should have done my homework here a little bit more. But the developers did provide some early review keys, and I did get a chance to check this out. Now, this is only going to be a first impressions because I've only spent about 30 minutes with it. But so here's the thing. Very Bad Dreams, I like the creativity of it. I think it's so far in my first 30 minutes, it's a decently designed creative horror game. It does some things a little bit different, which are nice. It's not your typical, at least the way it starts out, you know, they try to make it a little bit like a shock, like trippiness, and you're putting some weird like sequences that are just like bizarre. Like there's a lot of bizarreness in this game, and I really appreciate that about this. It starts out even like in a third person view of watching your character like running and like breathing heavily and panicking, and then it just like throws you into first person, and then you're running down some corridor from some like monsters and things and whatnot. And I was actually liking this game. But here's the deal, guys. This game is super buggy. It is super duper broken buggy from what I've played so far. Now, I don't know if they had like a day one patch that's planned for it. So do take this with a grain of salt, because this could be fixed sooner or later. This happens all the time where I say something's bugged and then the next day it's patched. Or vice versa. Something's working great and then they patch it and then introduces new bugs. So this can obviously change, but at this moment, from what I've played so far, I think it's a cool game, but it is way too buggy to recommend. I mean, from the first few minutes, you grab a flare gun and there's a flare like shell like attached to just floating to the left of the gun. And it's just floating there. And it's like within the first like 5 minutes, I'm already starting to notice issues here. I already ran into a couple bugs, had to like replay, had to restart. And then on top of that, once I got to, I was actually like, you know, I was like, I'll let that one go. That's a small bug. That's nothing game breaking. It's just a little jank. But then I get to like this like kind of prison looking area or something, facility looking area. And then like I walk through this door and then I walk back and like the level is like gone. I mean, these are similar issues that we had with Darkness Roller Coaster, where like the walls are missing. And not only are they missing and like invisible, but there's like just a black void that you can just walk out to and wander onto. And I was trying to figure out where to go and I couldn't figure it out, but I did have fun walking off into the void. So when it comes to Bad Dreams, keep an eye on this one to get some patches. Wait to hear that it's been fixed before you pick it up, because there is something pretty cool and creative, especially if you're a fan of the horror genre. But in its current state, if it's anything like what I played, holy crap, hold off, because you will not have a good time with how buggy and broken it is. It is really bad. But there is something there, though. potentially. Man Bear Pig the Game Cat. I told you he was real. What is up, dude? Thank you for the support, my friend. Thank you guys all for the support as always. This is Happy Thanksgiving, my friend. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. And happy 50th Underground Interactive Chat episode. But yeah, man. So, Very Bad Dreams. Hold off for now. What didn't have bugs, and what I don't think you should hold off of if you're a fan of, is Five Nights at Freddy's VR Help Wanted. Now, we just got the announcement that Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2 was coming out December 14th, I think it is. And I'm really, really excited about that because I loved the first Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted game. I loved it a lot, in fact. And not only do I think it's a great game. I think it's really fun gameplay mechanics. I think it is absolutely terrifying. I mean, if the game doesn't scare you, then it's not going to do anything. But I actually found this to be like up there with, in terms of like how scary this game was. This is just my personal experience. I found this game to be up there, not as scary, but up there with Resident Evil 7. And I shit you not. It was that scary for me. There was the stress that this game puts on you is insane. And it's not so much the jump scares that get you in this game. I mean, the jump scares can get you. That's what most people don't like about this game, is that, you know, it's got lots of jump scares. But that's not the problem for me. That can get you sometimes. The tension of trying to defend yourself while these things are slowly stalking you and coming towards you, and it's kind of got these like puzzle or problem solving elements where you have to kind of you know, there's lots of different mini games, but if we're just talking about just the basic mode, Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and stuff, which the game includes, then there's like, you have to close these doors, you have to monitor them on the security cameras to see where they're at all times, and then you have to close the doors, flash lights, but you have a limited battery or power consumption that you can use, and if it runs out, then you're screwed basically. And you have to survive until 6 a.m. Is the name of the game. And so on PSVR 2, with the announcement of Help Wanted 2, they stealth dropped Help Wanted 1, and it's a fully remastered edition. Well, it's not like fully remastered, but it is a remastered for PSVR 2 edition. And I did get to jump into this for a little bit, and damn, man, okay, so I've got the platinum trophy in Help Wanted. I liked it that much. I spent about anywhere from 25 to 30 hours with the game. It's a long game. It is a 10 to 15 hour game, I would say. This also includes the Curse of the Dreadbear DLC, which literally saved Halloween for me 1 year when it came out. I think it was 2021 or something. 2019 maybe. But I absolutely adore this game, and it's really, really cool. I now see why it's as popular as it is. And it gets no hate from me for that. I don't hate things for being popular, especially when they're kind of like horror themed and accessible to many, many people. I love it, man. This game, you guys, I think this and Help Wanted 2 are really good selling points to a younger audience, or you know, younger middle-aged audience for PSVR 2. It's something that I think is actually going to sell quite a bit of headsets, and I think Sony's actually being very smart about their marketing with this one. I'm like, finally, Sony is doing something right, announcing this for PlayStation 5, PlayStation VR 2, finally going to get some people to go out and buy headsets and experience this. But as for the upgrade, it is a $10 upgrade for Five Nights at Freddy's, which I'm cool with. I'm totally fine with the $10 upgrade if you put a little work into it. And while they haven't fully remastered everything, there are some newer textures and stuff that are nice. It does come with the Curse of the Dreadbear DLC, which was $15 expansion pack originally. And then graphically, it is sharp and crisp and clear, and the colors look really, really good. This game already I thought looked really good on PlayStation VR 1, and this version looks even better. Dude, the blacks are super black. I mean, it is dark when it wants to be. It is super dark and pitch black. I love how they handled the contrast in this game. The colors really pop. They're vibrant, they're colorful. And then, of course, there's no like gray shadows and stuff. Robert Chant says, is it room scale? This game you can play sitting down. This is not really a get up and stand around, walk around kind of game. No, you can play this game sitting, and that's probably how I'd recommend playing the majority of it. There's a couple modes. There are different game modes in this where you can play. There are some like stuff with full locomotion even, and you can play those standing up. But this game is really, that's another great thing about it, is you just play it sitting down. We don't have a lot of games where you can play sitting down, and sometimes you need those, man. After a long day of work, you just want to chill out and do that. Vince Virtua says, I think it's running at 90 frames per second. It has a very smooth frame rate. I didn't actually check to see if it says what that is, but it looks beautiful. And guys, Scott, the PSVR Game Cat for Life, says, haptics any good? Yes. So it doesn't have like tons of haptics and stuff, but it does have some. What I notice is that there's it doesn't use the adaptive triggers a lot, but it does have some use of the haptics for different things. But they do make good use of the headset rumble. There's lots of moments where, actually, come to think about it, I haven't been jump scared yet, so I don't know if the headset rumbles when you get jump scared. But I was playing the hallway game in the Curse of the Dreadbear DLC, and you're running down a hallway, and there's like a Freddy chasing you, and the headset was buzzing, so it definitely utilizes some of the things. But yeah, man, let me just say my final thoughts on this is that this game, guys, I think is really, really good. Yes, it's not going to be for everybody, of course, especially if you don't like horror. But if you do like horror, don't underestimate this game because it is scary as hell. And that's what I've been meaning to say. Despite having the platinum on this, despite writing a huge guide for this game, jumping back into it on PSVR 2, dude, I am terrified. Like, this game scares the absolute hell out of me. And like, I was like, oh my God, like I was so scared playing this once again. And it is just, woof, it is very, very scary to me. And I can deal with the horror games pretty well. Like, I love horror. But this game, it's just that stress. It's like when Jack Baker from Resident Evil 7 is constantly like, you know, hounding you. Like, that's what this game feels like in many ways to me, is like, you're like, oh God, am I doing the right thing? Am I going to do this right? And you're trying to make the right decisions and right to do things, right way to do things. And knowing that, you know, you could screw up, you could get jump scared or whatever adds to the tension. But yeah, just them coming after you is absolutely horrifying. Highly recommend this game, and definitely look forward to playing the second one as well. So that's the big winner of the week, is absolutely Five Nights at Freddy's VR Help Wanted. You can still grab it now, $10 upgrade if you own the original. I think it's $30 without it. Highly worth it. Like I said, 10 to 15 hours of game, probably more like 15, I think. It's a long game. But can't wait for Help Wanted 2. That also looks really, really good. And I love this series. I knew nothing about Five Nights at Freddy's prior to Help Wanted coming out. But ever since playing Help Wanted, I'm a big fan. I am definitely, count me in. Big fan. One of the scariest games ever. And super fun and charming and all the things. Really good production values. It's quality. Really quality game. So now, it is time, you guys, to get into the nitty gritty, the main event of the evening. I gotta make sure dog's out of the way. Guys, it is time for us to go to the handy dandy rating machine 5000. We are going to go through each and every game. Now, disclaimer, this does not work for games that I own a physical copy of. Where's the chat here? Why is the chat not working? Let's see if I can get the chat to come back up. I've got a chat box here. This is, of course, we're going to be going through every single game on PSN, every PlayStation VR2 game, and we are going to rate 1 to 5 stars. Now, again, disclaimer, it does not let me do this for games that I own a physical edition of, and I can only do it for games where I purchased from the US PlayStation Store. So Soul Commander, PlayStation VR2 is absolutely worth it. Grab it, grab Resident Evil Village, grab No Man's Sky, grab Gran Turismo 7, drop money on a racing wheel, and have the most immersive time of your life. Okay, let's see here. The chat's supposed to be below here. I want to get you guys on screen if I can. Let's see here. Let's see if this works. I don't know if this is gonna work. But anyways, we might just have to get to it. I can at least see your comments here. Let me see if I can pop out the chat. Well, I can still see what you guys are saying. So, disclaimer. This is just my opinion, and I'm doing this for fun, and also to try and rate as best as possible. But we are going to be rating every single game here. Since the chat's not popping up here, I can maybe expand this a little bit more. So here we go. We're going to kick things off. This is something I've been wanting to do ever since they introduced this rating system. Okay, Gran Turismo 7. This one is easy. We're going to select the rating. And Gran Turismo 7, this is the first time I'm rating anything on the store. I've been waiting to do this on a live stream. So I wanted to do it for the special 50th episode. So here we go. Gran Turismo 7, guys. 10 out of 10. 5 stars. Submit. We are going to give that 5 stars. Oh, and feel free to let me know what you would give the game. Again, there's going to be some games, guys. If I have some opinions that you don't like, if you love a game that I don't like, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about that. Don't dislike me because we have different opinions. It's okay to have different opinions on stuff. Because I know there's going to be like at least a handful of games that I'm going to say are bad and you're going to say are good, or I'm going to say are good and you're going to say are bad. It's just, we're doing this for fun. Yeah, Gran Turismo 7 is one of the most immersive games I've ever played in my life. It might be the most immersive game I've ever played with the racing wheel. And it's not only an amazing game with tons of content and lasting power, but it also is just super immersive and fun. All right, so let's move on to the next one. We got a lot to get through here, so we're gonna read this. Next one is an oldie but a goodie. I don't know if I've ever rated this, but I have the digital version dating back from the pre-order in 2016. I don't know if I've ever rated this, but we're going to go ahead and rate this now. No Man's Sky. When No Man's Sky launched on PSVR 2, I'd probably give it 2 stars because of how shitty it looked. But after the update, you guys, after the update, here, let's fix this a little bit too. No Man's Sky is 100% getting 5 stars, baby. It is a top tier game. Elias approves as well. He's dancing in the background. All Yours History says 1 star. After the update, No Man's Sky is 100% a 5-star title. Absolutely. So hopefully we can bring that thing up. Now, unfortunately, I have the physical edition of Resident Evil Village. But if we're playing pretend here, that's getting 5 stars right now. But it won't let you rate physical editions. Boo. Five Nights at Freddy's VR Help Wanted, which we just talked about. I'm serious here, guys. I'm serious. I'm gonna give this. Oh, wait, what? Add to rate. Fun full-time edition. Okay. I'll have to do this from my my Australian account. I forgot. I have Five Nights at Freddy's from my Australian account because we got early access that way. I will go into my thing. So I'm going to give Five Nights at Freddy's, guys, 5 stars. It is that good. I'm serious. I'm serious about this game. I think it's really a well-designed game that's super polished, super quality, super charming, and scary as all hell. So I'm going to go to my Australian account and get that. This might be a similar situation here. I don't know if I have Beat Saber on. Okay, no. Beat Saber. This is a trickier one. So I want to give Beat Saber 4 stars. I want to give Beat Saber 4 stars because I think it's an amazing game. I think it's a great introductory game to VR for those who've never played VR before. I'm seeing some people say 4. I'm seeing some people say 3. Some people say no. Damn, y'all a bunch of Beat Saber haters out there. Beat Saber's great. What is wrong with you guys? Beat Saber's awesome. I'm gonna give Beat Saber 4 stars. That's what my heart's telling me. I love Beat Saber. I've also got the platinum in this, and I think it's really, really good. I think it's a must-own PSVR2 title. I'm not gonna hate on it just because it's popular. It may be overrated. Yes, it is overrated, but it's also very good. So let's not underrate it either. 4 stars. That's fair, right? That's fair. Next, we have The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, Chapter 2, Retribution. Guys, this is $15.99 right now. Holy hell. That is such an amazing deal for this game. I mean, you're talking about like a AAA quality game. But so I got to give this one oh, I can't rate it. Wait, why can't I rate this one? Well, why can't I rate Saints and Sinners Chapter 2? Is it a different version I have? Well, I'm a little confused here. Payback Edition. No. Which version do I have? I own this game, so why? Oh, maybe this one? Add to rate. Well, I don't understand, you guys. I don't understand what's wrong with this rating system. Why can I not do this? Anyways, apparently I don't own Saints and Sinners. Maybe this is another one that's under my Australian account. But so I'll have to go to the other account and do that. But just pretend for now. 5 stars for The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners Chapter 2 Retribution. Most people seem like they like the first game more. But to me, I think the first game, yes, is better as like to start with, of course. Like I would recommend starting with Saints and Sinners 1 over 2. But the game, Chapter 2 has better graphics. It's got pretty much the same amount of content, if not more. It's got the chainsaw in it. 5 stars for chainsaw alone. Mzadi says, Aussies rule. You're biased, Mzadi. But Aussies do rule. And my Australian account rules too. I love having an Australian account. We're going in like a weird order here. I guess this is going to get progressively worse because I think we're going by like best-selling or something. This is going to be interesting. All right, guys. So remember when I said that please don't hate me for having a different opinion here. I don't know how I want to go with this one. For Horizon Call of the Mountain, listen, I can't go more than 3 stars. I can only maximum 3 stars. What do I want to do? I want to do 2 stars. Because I I don't know. I don't think it's the most fun game to play. I think where the 3 stars comes from, I'll go with 3 stars here. Because here's the thing. While I don't think it's it has very good gameplay. It's 90% climbing, and then there's 10% really bad combat. It's a beautiful game. It's visually, it's gorgeous. It looks amazing. It has lots of really cool mechanics in it. And the second half of this game is what really saved it from being a dumpster fire for me. The second half of this game is really, really good. And I wish the first half lived up to the second half more. But I'm gonna go 3 stars. I'm gonna spare it from complete slaughtering it. 3 stars. All right, next we've got Synapse, which is, of course, by End Dreams. This is the roguelike shooter that stars David Hayter, and GameCat Photo Nutter says, but you can play bongos. Those are nice bongos to play in Horizon Call of the Mountain. I don't want to play bongos, though. I want to destroy things, giant dinosaurs. So Synapse, this is a really, really excellent game. Obviously, the big thing about it is the telekinesis. It's really, really fun. This is a really good game, but as much as I want to give it 5 stars, I'm going to give it 4, because there's one thing that's lacking from this game, and that's depth and content. It's End Dreams, really only flaw with their games, the biggest flaw at least. But yeah, Old Dart says, great game mechanics, weak story. Aceville only going 3 stars. It's Imzadi going 2 stars. Man, y'all are harsh. I thought I was going to be the one that was going to be harsh tonight. I seriously thought, I am not worried anymore moving forward about y'all being mad at me for rating a game too low, because I feel like y'all are going to be rating games way lower than I am. I'm going to give Synapse 4 stars because, look, at the end of the day, it's super fun. It's super polished. It's got David Hayter, Jennifer Hale in it. Yes, I agree with Old Darth here. Weak story and really weak roguelike game. It is not a good roguelike. It doesn't have enough depth, enough replay value. I love this game, but I do not want to play it anymore. I'm like, I have 0 reason to go back and play it unless I want to go get the platinum. Y'all a bunch of savages, though. But yeah, 4 stars. I feel like 4 stars is fair. That's really, really good. And it's a great game. Moss, Book 2, Electric Boogaloo. Now, guys, as you know, I have a sweet spot for Moss, the Moss series. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. I feel like people don't talk about the Moss series enough when it comes to the gameplay, the mechanics, the story is like, okay. The production values are super nice. I absolutely love this game, and I gotta give this one 5 stars. Yes, 5 stars indeed. Seems like you're all in the 4 to 5 range here. But Moss Book 2 takes Moss Book 1 and expands on the mechanics, and it's really, really cool. It's got some great sequences in it that were a lot of fun. So Moss gets 5 stars for me. I have a sweet spot for this game. I love the creativity. I prefer first-person VR games, but when you have stuff like this, like Moss or Astrobot, this is like the highest quality of third-person VR that you can get. I mean, it's built for VR, even though it's third-person. And I frankly want to see more games like it. So I thoroughly enjoyed this game. I love it to death, and it gets 5 stars from me. All right, I wonder if this will actually affect anything. Speaking of effect, Tetris Effect Connected is on here. This is a tricky one for me. I think this is a pretty good game. This game definitely, when I was during a time where I was kind of in a rut and in a bad place mentally, Tetris Effect really bailed me out. That's a tricky one. that's a tricky one, Distracted, because Moss and Synapse are vastly different games. I'm not rating these games against each other. I'm rating them on their own. So, you know, it's this is not like this is what they would rank in order thing. We're just going through the store and rating these games as they are. Tetris Effect is a tricky one. I really like this game. I don't love it. I have had some good moments. I'm between a 3 and a 4. I'm gonna probably go 3 here. I think I'm gonna go 3 stars here. I really like this game, but I don't really it's not endlessly replayable for me. Like, I don't enjoy playing it all the time. I'm not even really been the biggest Tetris person ever. It's a good game. I highly recommend Tetris Effect. But I'll give it a solid 3 stars. That's good. That's a good rating. Even if I'm bringing it down a little. All right, next we've got Walkabout Minigolf. Oh my goodness, this game, you guys. This has Meow Wolf DLC coming very soon. Yes, you heard that correctly. Meow Wolf DLC. I can't talk about it yet, but I will in the future. But dude, this game, so graphically, I do wish, I do wish Walkabout had an updated graphics version. That being said, for what it is, it still has moments where it looks really nice still. It is super sharp and clear, of course. It does have that low poly look to it at times. But the gameplay, man, the gameplay here is amazing. The content is amazing. I just played the Widow's Walkabout or something over Halloween. It was my favorite level that they've released so far. Walkabout Minigolf is getting an absolute 5 stars from me. It is so much fun to play. It is so much fun to play with other people, multiplayer. It's easily 5 stars. It's one of the best games on the platform. It's really amazing. Guys, if they ever remaster, or my dream is that they remaster the graphics and textures of this game. If they ever do that, it's a 10 out of 10 game. It's absolutely a 10 out of 10 game. And I agree that it's one of the best multiplayer games. All right, so what do we have next? Next, we've got Switchback. Oof. This one's another tricky one. So Switchback at launch. Oh, add to rate. Okay. I have this one again under my European account, so I can't rate it here. But I will go into my European account and rate it. So we're still going to end up rating it. Switchback at launch, I'd say 2, maybe even 1 star. Probably 2 stars because I did enjoy the first half of it. After the graphics patch, it went from looking like one of the worst PSVR2 games to one of the best. I really also like the Horde mode as well. Y'all are giving 4 stars, huh? 4 stars. Here's the thing. There's one thing that drives me crazy about this game, and it's the pacing of the second half. I should never be bored on a roller coaster, okay? And that's kind of the problem with Switchback, is the second half of the game, the final boss is awful. The pacing of the second half is so slow. Why am I going so slow on a roller coaster? But that being said, the first half of the game and the Horde mode and the graphics are really good. So I'm going to give it 3 stars. We're going to give Switchback 3 stars in my imaginary rating right now. And yes, I do like Rush of Blood way more. But it was still good. This is Arizona Sunshine 2, which I cannot wait. You guys want to watch the trailer for it real quick? No. Let's see some screenshots for Arizona Sunshine 2. That looks so good, man. This game looks like it's going to be awesome. I really can't wait. I wasn't the biggest fan of the first game. but this one looks to improve upon just about everything. It looks gorgeous too. All right. Pavlov is next. This game is the best PvP multiplayer shooter on the platform. It's also really, really good. I think because it's designed around PvP, it's super replayable. Honestly, this game is like near top 5 territory for me. I'm a big fan of this one. It's between 4 and 5 stars. I'm gonna have to go with 5 stars right now. I don't know if you can change this later, but I think this game is super quality. I'm with some of you that I'd really want to give it 4 stars. When I gave it a rating on my review, I gave it an 8.8. I'm not really doing the same thing here. I'm just rating on the store. You know what? I'm going to give it 5 stars because it has a Counter-Strike mode, and I freaking love Counter-Strike, and it's Counter-Strike in VR, and that's why it's getting a 5 stars from me. It's not necessarily because of the team deathmatch, although the team deathmatch and stuff is good. But yeah, I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I know some of you might disagree. 4 stars, 1 star difference, no big deal. All right, next we've got Creed Rise to Glory. This game is actually pretty good. But it's a little light on content and replay value. I'm gonna give this 3 stars. I think it's good though. Like 3 stars is a good rating. It's not. I don't think it's like anything super special. But it's decent. Aceville gives 4 stars. He gives it 1 more. I could give it 1 more. I just wish it made me want to play it more. That's why it gets 3 stars. And the multiplayer is, last time I tried it was kind of rough. I don't know if that's still like that, if that's been patched, but I'm gonna give it 3 stars. I think it's pretty good. Okay, here we go. The Seventh Guest VR. Now, at launch, I was not super crazy about this game because it was the most quest-like game I played on the platform. But they've since updated it, and now I like it a lot. The only problem is that it's a puzzle game, and it's a really hard puzzle game, and I'm struggling with it. But as far as the game itself and rating it in terms of quality, I do think I think this is a must-have title if you like puzzles, and it's really, really quality. And it's on sale right now for like $25 and something cents. And I highly, highly recommend you pick it up. I'm going to go 4 stars because it's very, very good. I don't like the hint system. My only gripe is really just the hint system. Old Darth gave it 5 stars. It's like a realized version of the original game. That's true. I've hardly played the original, so I don't have the connection with it. If you like the original game, like this is like an absolute 5 star for you. Absolutely. Even as somebody that didn't really have any nostalgia for the original or anything, I still give it 4 stars. It's just a damn good game. It's really, really good. Here we go, baby. Red Matter 2. This is a great technical showcase for the platform. Shows 120 frames per second. Native resolution, like 6,000 by like 3,000 something resolution, super crisp and clear. Great technical details in this. Red Matter is an absolute recommend to every single person I know, and that is getting a 5-star rating, no question about it. One of the best games on the platform, no doubt about it. All right, next we've got The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 1. I don't know if this is going to let me rate this one. Hey, it does let me rate it. Saints and Sinners is another groundbreaking VR game where it has some of the deepest immersive mechanics. Even so far, not only does it have great physics, it's got some of the best physics in VR, but it's a lengthy 15-hour game, great content. and loads of DLC, and 5 stars. It goes so far with the immersion that it even has voice immersion where you can yell at walkers and they turn around and come after you. 5-star rating, a benchmark VR title through and through, one of the greatest VR games of all time. Easy, no question. NFL Pro Era 2. Ooh. Oh, this doesn't let me add it to rating for some reason because they like changed stuff. So let's go ahead and skip that one. I'd probably give NFL Pro Era 2 stars. If I get the chance to rate it, I'll rate it 2 stars. I don't know, maybe 3, because it's not like horrible, but it's not great either. 2 stars. Aceville agrees. Okay, 2 stars. Now we've got Green Hell VR. This one is tricky because it's disappointing, but I did still enjoy it. It is a full-length campaign. I'm going to go with 3 stars for now because, like I said, I think this game is a graphics patch away from being 4 stars, if not 5. I think in its current state, as is right now, I'm going to go 3 stars. It's actually not like horrible or anything. It's actually pretty decent, but it should be better. So we're going to go 3 stars here. I think that's fair. And seems like you guys think that's fair as well. I think, oh, we've got this in order from best selling. So yeah, this is going to just get progressively worse. Pistol Whip. Oh, you know what? This is another, I think, Australian store one. Yeah, this is one I've got under my Australian account, so I'll have to rate it over there. But if we're going to rate Pistol Whip, I think this is a really fun game, and it's really fun. It's on sale right now too. Great gameplay, definitely channels your inner John Wick, and the music. I love the music in this game. The graphics are okay. Like, I've never been crazy about the graphics, but they're fine. The dodging and the shooting, though, is really, really good. I'm going to give Pistol Whip 4 stars. 4 stars is what I give Pistol Whip. The one thing that it lacks is just, like, kind of a reason. It's not the best at replay value. I wish it had a little bit better replay value, deeper content-wise. But it is, like, really fun to play through a few times and whatever. Job Simulator. I don't know if I can rate this one here. Yes, I can. Job Simulator is pretty good. If you're beginning VR, like, it's fine. It's actually a game that I avoided forever because I thought I would hate it. And then I played it and it wasn't bad. I'm actually going to give Job Simulator 4 stars. Like, I know if you want to rate it lower, I don't blame you one bit. But I actually think it's a decent game. How much is the price? I'd say I'd give it 3 or 4 stars. I'm gonna be nice here and give it 4 stars. Next we have Ghostbusters: Rise of the Ghost Lord. This game is very disappointing, man. Like, it started out so good. It started out really fun. I liked the first hour that I played, jumping into multiplayer with Miles and Deathly and Awesome Tatum. I actually had a lot of fun, but as you play this game more, the issues become more and more apparent. Everything from sound glitches, awful sound glitch bugs, to just a lack of, like, actually good game modes and depth. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give this 2 stars. Not the Ghostbusters game I had hoped for, unfortunately. Some people are saying 3 stars. 3 stars is probably more accurate, but I'm gonna give it 2. Let's see here. All right, what do we got next? We got CrossFire Sierra Squad. Guys, I cannot stop jumping up and down about CrossFire Sierra Squad. This game, especially after the updates, is so insanely good. This is absolutely getting 5 stars from me. Guys, this game's so underrated, under talked about. This game is amazing. I still am playing this game whenever I get some free time with Awesome Tatum. I shit you not, man. This is the closest thing to, like, let's say, like a co-op Call of Duty campaign style game. It's amazing. This game is seriously, the haptics, the guns. This game might have the best gunplay feel on PSVR2. It feels amazing. GameCat Photo Nutter, you gotta play it, man. Gotta play it. Zero Signal says, gotta rate with your heart. That's what I'm doing here, man, for sure. Absolutely. I'm going with my heart and my gut. Let's see here. What up, Gabriel? Good to see you, man. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Turkey Day. Happy Turkey Coma. Dude, guys, I cannot stress this enough. Buy Crossfire Sierra Squad if you like first-person shooters. It's insanely good. All right, next we've got Star Wars. We've got Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge Enhanced Edition. Should I be nice? I'm going to be nice. Imzadi says Pavlov or Sierra buy. If you want PvP, Pavlov. If you want not PvP and like co-op or single player, definitely Crossfire. Absolutely. That's the thing about those two games. I actually rank them like right next to each other. It's just one's PvP, one's PvE. Okay. Y'all are going freaking crazy for Star Wars, and you are going to hate me because I'm going to give it 3 stars. Don't hate me. Look, I just don't like this game. I don't know. I don't think it's a bad game. I just don't like it very much. I'm going to go 3 stars. I'm sorry. I know y'all love this game. I know so many people love this game. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, and I just think it's just a kind of a simple shooter. I think it's a little bland. Look, I'm being generous. If I was going to be mean, I'd go even lower. But I'm trying to be nice here. I recognize it's not a bad game or anything. I just don't like it very much. Also, with Star Wars, I haven't finished it. Apparently, I haven't done some of the best parts of it yet. So I could be missing that. That could explain why I don't like that game as much as other people. Well, I was going to say there's a lightsaber later in it, but then somebody says the lightsaber is a joke. Hooked Worm says the lightsaber was a joke. So, I don't know. I thought that was supposed to be the best part. I don't know. Let's see here. Distracted said, is this better than Hubris? I don't think so. I think Hubris is better than Star Wars. Charlie Murphy, what is up, my dude? $2 donation. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you coming out and hanging out, spending Thanksgiving here at the Underground. Appreciate your support, man. This is Happy Thanksgiving, big homie. Star Wars deserves a 4. Oh, you just tipped just to get me back. You tipped to gotcha me. All right, you gotcha me, Charlie Murphy. I don't know. Again, you're gonna disagree with some things here. All right, next we've got Firewall 0 Hour. Oof, 2.46. Ouch. This game doesn't need anything. This game already. Oof, man, that is rough. That is a low rating. Well, I'm gonna bring it down even more because I'm giving Firewall 1 star. Unfortunately, what went from one of the best. Literally one of the best VR games ever made. One of the most fun games ever. Unfortunately, they really shit the bed with Firewall 0 Hour. And it is awful. It is unplayable. And I've tried playing this over and over. And every time I'm just really disappointed and mad. And it's awful, man. It's awful. It's unfortunate, but it's true. So yeah, I would not recommend Firewall to anybody. But what I would recommend is Moss Book 1. Absolutely. We're going to go to the opposite spectrum here. Just like, this game literally made me tear up a little bit. I have a soft spot for, cute little characters, good characters, stuff like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, several others that I can't think of right now for some reason. Moss is, I think, a high quality game. One of the best, third person VR games out there. I love that everybody is in agreement here with me here. Thank you, Imzadi, Old Darth, Aceville, GameCat, Photo Nutter, Secrets of, all agree with me. 5 stars, baby. 5 stars here. Let's bring that score up a little bit if we can. Hell yeah, man. Dude, Moss is so good. I got my Quill. Can you see my Quill? Oh, you can kind of see. You can see Quill's legs right there. Dude, Moss is so good. I really want a book 3. I hope they just make a book 3 to make it a trilogy. Make it a trilogy, end it there. It'll be really good. They are making that other PvP game. I'm kind of interested, not really, but I'll check it out. Silver Nexus, thank you so much for the donation and the support, my friend. Thank you guys all for supporting me on this lovely Thanksgiving. I am thankful for you and your support in any way, shape, or form. The donations really, really help. So I appreciate you. It says, Happy Thanksgiving, PSVR Underground and Game Cats. Thanksgiving officially sucks. Just a little bit less. Keep it going. Thank you so much, man. We'll keep it going here. I'm actually hoping to ramp things up on the channel here pretty soon. I keep saying that. It doesn't happen, but life gets in the way sometimes. A lot of games to keep up with that take away from my ability to make content as well as play all of them. But hopefully December, like I said, December I've taken some time off and hope to make a little bit extra content for you guys to enjoy the holiday season together. But thank you. Next, we've got Synth Riders, which is the rhythm dance action game. And this is an excellent, excellent game. I love the music in this game. I love the art style and everything. I don't like the gameplay as much as Beat Saber, but the gameplay is very, very, very good. The trippy, what are those called? The experiences that they have, guys, you've got to try. If you have this game and you haven't tried them, you've got to try the experiences. We've got lots of 4 stars and 5 stars here. I'm going to go with my heart here. As much as I want to give it 5 stars, I'm going to give it 4. It is an excellent game. Definitely a must-have title. It is way better on PSVR2 than it was on PSVR1. Both visually, haptics feedback, it feels great. And then, of course, the multiplayer is included, which is really nice. So 4 stars for this. Excellent, excellent game. Highly recommend. I think it's also on sale right now. Ooh, Project Wingman. Oh, gross. God damn, this is another game that gets ripped apart on the ratings. So Project Wingman obviously had the snafu at launch where it came out. It doesn't support the HOTAS, which is BS. Even in its built for VR mode, it doesn't support the HOTAS. It doesn't support the orbs. So what is I guess it's just playable in VR. This is getting absolutely I was able to live with all that. The backbreaker for this is that there's only 6 levels. Now, Ace Combat only had 3 levels, but it did it in a way that made them really fun to replay. And those 3 levels were mind-blowing experiences. This was not mind-blowing. There was nothing mind-blowing about this. It wasn't really that great. I enjoyed some of the dogfighting, but content was the backbreaker here, and it gets 2 stars. I did have a little fun with it, but it severely lacks content, and yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. I can't believe they bundle in that thing. Drunken Bar Fight, I don't think I have this game on... Yeah, I don't have this for PSVR2 yet. I haven't played it on PSVR2, so that wouldn't be fair to rate it. After the Fall, Complete Edition. This is, of course, Vertigo Games' Left 4 Dead kind of attempt. I'm going to give this game 3 stars. I did enjoy this game. It's not like anything spectacular. Some of you are saying 2 stars. Most of you are saying 2 stars. I'm going to reserve 2 stars for bad games, at least to some degree. I don't think this is a bad game. I think this is just, it was disappointing compared to what it could have been and should have been. All of you are saying 2 stars. Except for, well, Aceville agrees with me. Secrets of agrees with me. I agree, Mad Vegan. The lobby in this game sucks. It was supposed to be like a social lobby, and it's a very antisocial lobby. They didn't really execute their vision well with this one. This game could have been so much better. Still not a bad game, though. I don't think it's a bad game at all. I think it's a decent game. So I'm going to give it 3 stars. How much damage have we done to this thing here? Woo, we're going to be here for a minute. At least we're making some progress here. I don't have Koi Koi Love Blossoms. Yeah, I'm not going to rate that because it wouldn't be fair. Humanity. Now, I really, really like Humanity. I thought it was fun. Oh, shit. What did I just do? Well, as long as I didn't just like accidentally purchase that, that's fine. It says add to rate. I have Humanity, so I don't know why I can't rate it. I guess you can't rate PS Plus stuff. Maybe I played it through PS Plus. I would rate Humanity 3 stars. I think it's solid. It's good. All right, next we have MRI Gamer says, dang, it's rated high. Yeah, why does that have such a high rating? How many is that out of? 55 ratings, and it's got almost 5 stars? What the hell is going on with society, man? Oh, man, okay. Next, we've got Swordsman VR. Release the Kraken! I love this game. I think it's a great demonstration in medieval combat physics. Excellent game. Lots of fun. Good budget price. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I enjoy this. The one thing, obviously, is that it would have been nice to have, like, you know, levels, more content, stuff like that. But it's a good arena brawler, and and it was kind of like, yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. Great physics. The physics feels so good in this. All right. Next, we've got Galaxy Kart. Oh, this is a tricky one. Okay. At launch, I probably would have given this like a 2. With the recent update, now this is the thing. This game has gotten like some pretty big updates. It's gotten some additional content. It's gotten wheel support, which is nice. It got a graphics update. They're going to be including more content soon with I think they're aiming for like a locked 90 frames per second graphically. And this is the thing, is this game has some jank. It has some bugs. It feels like it's a little unfinished, but right now it's $10. And if you were to ask me, would I recommend it at $10? Knowing that it has these issues, I would recommend it at $10. Maybe not over some of the other stuff. I mean, it's kind of hard when you can get Saints and Sinners Chapter 2 for $15, and then to say that this is like, you know, $5 less. There's a big difference. And apparently the multiplayer is a lot of fun. I don't play the multiplayer, though. I'm just going by the single player content. I'm going to be nice here. I could go 2 stars, but I'm going to go 3 stars because I like what they're doing. I do think that this game does have some stuff to offer. 3 stars, especially at the $10 price point right now, is pretty nice. All right. Next, we've got Pokerstars VR. I'm not going to go too much into this one. I think it's a decent game. I enjoyed this game. I'm going to give it 4 stars. I actually love that it was like one of the first games to utilize eye tracking. It's free, so like, what does it matter? Really, it doesn't matter as much as other ratings. Silver Nexus agrees, 4 stars. Yeah, if you like poker, you'll like this game. It's pretty good. I like all the toys and stuff you can mess with. Vampire the Masquerade Justice. Now this game is an interesting one because apparently I played a game. They patched this game at launch. I played this game before the patch. Brian had issues before the patch that the patch fixed. I had no issues before the patch. I played the game again after patch. I had still had no issues. So I'm gonna go. I know some people have experienced some bugs in this. Hopefully they get that patch soon. I'm going with my personal experiences, which is the game being buttery smooth, performing really well, no frame rate issues, no nothing. Loads of content, really fun gameplay. I didn't run into any bugs. I had literally, out of like 10 hours of gameplay, I had like one bug and it wasn't even a big one. I'm going 5 stars for this, man. I think this is an awesome game. Hopefully they get whatever's going on with it fixed, because some people are running into bugs. I did not have that experience, and so it gets 5 stars from me because it was freaking awesome. Unable to platinum, so 4 stars. I haven't tried to go to the platinum yet. Hopefully they get a patch out for those that are having issues here. But yeah. Hellsweeper, I'm not going to rate this one yet. If I had to rate it right now, though, I'd rate it 2 or 3 stars, probably 2. But the gameplay, like it was pointed out earlier, is pretty good. I've only played the tutorial, excuse me. So I can't really rate that. I will revisit this once it's in. But right now, personally, I think because of my disappointment for it, I'd give it 2. Probably 2 stars. Pre-patch. All right. Next, we've got The Room VR, A Dark Matter. Now, this game is an excellent escape room game. Has good polished gameplay mechanics to it. Good polished content. The only problem with this game is that it's very light on content. It's a 3 to 4 hours, one and done kind of deal. I'm going to give this 4 stars because I really enjoyed my time with it. It's just really lacking more content. It could have used another 3 or 4 levels. But it's excellent though. It's really fun. Get it on deep sale and you'll really like it. I just wish it had more than 4 hours and like, you know, had some replay value or something. This is a Fisherman's Tale. Apparently I don't have this game. I should have this game. That's weird. Fisherman's Tale, I'd give 3 stars to. It's okay. Decent puzzle game. Gorn. Now this is specifically the PSVR2 version. This is a pile of shit on, it's on my Australian account. So I have to rate it from my Australian account. But Gorn, I'd give a 1 for the PSVR2 version. I don't know if it's been patched, but when I played it, it was terrible. It was god awful. Terrible. So I would give it, if I could right now, which I will go over to my my Australian account, I would give it 1 star, which I would. It's so broken and bad. It doesn't even have smooth turning, and it's got blinders in it, I think. Like, ugh. Next is another interesting one, Journey to Foundation. I haven't finished this game, but I've played, I think, most of it. This is very much a talking simulator. It's got a little bit of some okay gameplay stuff mixed in, but it's more so about the characters, the world. The facial animations are really nice. The people do feel like they're alive and living and breathing and stuff. I do like that they use the eye tracking for selecting the dialogue options. That's pretty cool. At this time, Old Dart says 4 stars. Clunky UI, great story. At this time, I'm going to give it 3 because I thought it was solid. Even at launch, I thought it was solid. I don't like the price point of $40. But I think it's okay. I did run into a couple bugs that kind of pissed me off. But it's decent. It's just all mostly about the dialogue and the story and stuff. Next, we've got Ghost Signal, which is an excellent third person, another one of the best third person games on PSVR2. It's a roguelike game where you're controlling a little spaceship, you're fighting monsters and stuff. I'm going to give this 4 stars. I really enjoyed this game. Oh, by the way, this game is on sale right now for like $13. Get it right now, unless you just don't like roguelikes or whatever. If you do pick it up, make sure you change the locomotion option to number 2. We got Old Dart says 4 stars. Flame Hat the Game Cat says 5 stars. So yeah, other people say 4 stars. So we're in the right realm, the vicinity. It's a 4-star game for me. I think it's awesome. Definitely a hidden gem. Totally agree with you. Super great game. Super duper great game. Human Anatomy VR. I don't even think this is a PSVR2 game. Ouch, this one's tricky. Kayak VR Mirage. Oof. So at launch, this game was one of the first like great looking games. I think this is a great tech demo. Like Old Darth says, I think Kayak VR Mirage is a great tech demo, but it is not a good game. It is not a great game, I don't think. I'm gonna give it 3 stars. I don't want to be I don't want to be too harsh on it because it's got amazing graphics, it's got amazing physics, and it's got like some stuff too. I just wish it was I just wish it had a little bit more fun and creativity with it, maybe some multiplayer. But yeah, I think it's solid. I'm gonna give it 3 stars. Solid title, visually especially. Secrets of says, I love kayak, show my family and spend hours in it. That's awesome, man. Love kayak just to chill, 5 star. Game Cat Photo Nut, I'm with you, man. Last time I was in it, last time I was in kayak, I was like, I had a lot of fun just kind of just soaking in the graphics and just sitting there in the kayak, just kind of doing the free row or whatever. Just kind of hanging around and just admiring the technical aspect of it. But then I was like, man, I wish this was like a fun game though, is the only problem that it's missing. That's kind of a problem for a game to not be a fun game. Next we've got Vacation Simulator. Now, okay, this is on my Australian account. I think I'd go for 3 stars with this one. Like Aceville, my dude here. It's decent. It's nothing special, but it's like an okay time. It's kind of casual fun, and it has a little bit more variety and mini games and stuff than Job Simulator does. So I'm gonna have to rate that on my Australian account 3 stars. And I think I think that's like honestly kind of a low 3 stars. Kill It With Fire. I don't know. This is where it starts to get painful a little bit. I did not really enjoy this game. 3 stars says Old Darth. I could see this being 3 stars. 3 stars max. But for me personally, I'm going to go with 2. I'm not really afraid of spiders. And I think it's like okay. It's like almost solid. It is kind of solid. I'm just gonna go with 2 because I didn't really enjoy it. I wasn't feeling it. So that's gonna be my personal rating. But it's not like horrible or anything. It definitely, definitely deserves little things, a little credit where credit's due. Next we got Angry Birds Isle of Pigs. This one might surprise some of you, but I'm actually gonna go 3-star rating here. This game is decent. It's not really for me, but I did have fun with it, and I do kind of want to play it sometimes. but yeah, it's better, and it's better on PSVR2 than it is on PSVR1, of course, and not too shabby. Next, we've got Tentacular. This one I played on my Saturday Night Live stream. I wasn't really feeling it. Like, I like some of the things this game does. I don't know. I'll give this one 3, and I think that's being a little nice. But that's more so because, like, I think the game is fine. It's just one of those that's not for me. I wouldn't personally recommend it, but not because it's a bad game. It's like, it's just a very specific audience that this is for. And I don't think any of the problems I have with Tentacular aren't really to do with the game. Ace Bill VR says Good Goliath is better. I agree. Good Goliath is actually kind of fun. This was like okay for a little bit, but meh. I don't think it deserves anything worse. Crisis Brigade 2. This is, of course, the Time Crisis style arcade shooter. I really, really like this game. It's on sale right now. I recommend it. I'm going to give it 4 stars. I think this is actually a really, really fun game. It does have multiplayer too. It's got tons of movie references. If you're a movie buff like me and you like action movies and stuff. Also, the remastered PSVR2 version, silky smooth, crystal clear, really, really fun. Just beware, it is a blind fire simulator where you will be having to take lots of cover the entire time. And yeah, you'll have to be firing from cover. Red Matter 1. Now, I've only played a little bit of this, but this is a remaster of the first game. This is easily a 5 stars here for me here. 5 stars, no doubt about it. Too short. Okay, most of you, I think Red Matter 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. Okay, I feel better about my 5-star rating here. Oh, Bearded Power says 4 stars. I was hesitant. I was somewhere between 4 and 5. It's not it doesn't have like the technical showcase that that Red Matter 2 has, but it does kind of, but it makes up for it with the game and the content there. Lots of 4 and 5 stars. I'm not gonna be too bent up out of shape about 1 star difference. I think we mostly agree that it kicks ass, and that's the important part. Now this is another interesting one. Toss is also on sale for $13 right now. I kind of like this game. It's okay. It's decent. I did say that it's okay or whatever, I think, when I reviewed it, and I said wait for a deep sale. Well, it's on deep sale now. It's $13 or something like that. I'm gonna give Toss 3 stars because I do think it's pretty fun. It's pretty decent, and it's a pretty cute, charming time, and it's a fun platformer where you swing around as a monkey and collect bananas, and I'm okay with that. It is like, you know, a decent game. Oh, next we've got Budget Cuts Ultimate. I don't know why, man, but I'm not the biggest fan of Budget Cuts. I don't think it's a horrible game or anything, but I'm not going to be very nice with my rating here. I'm going to give it 2 stars. It's just kind of boring, and it's fun for a while. I was excited to play Budget Cuts 2, but they make me have to play Budget Cuts 1 all over again, which I couldn't even finish in the first place because I got bored. So I'm going to not recommend that. It's a snooze fest. But no, what's not a snooze fest is Drums Rock. Guys, I talk about this game a lot as a real drummer in real life. I love the haptics and the feeling of drumming in this. I think it's really, really good. I'm going to go 4 stars. I'm not going to go too crazy here. I'm just going to keep it at 4 stars because I do think it does have some kind of like, you know, it's got some covers in there. But it's got a lot of content, and it's actually really fun. It's an excellent, excellent game. Highly recommended as always. So I'm going to go 4 stars. Trip VR, I don't have for We've got one person that says 5 stars for Drums Rock, 4 stars for Drums Rock, and then some 3 stars. From the demo, he gave it a. I haven't played the demo, but I wouldn't go by the demo because there's actually a lot of content in there. Charlie Murphy says love Drums Rock, 4 stars is fair. It's got some great tunes in it for sure. I like that there's like a campaign too, and there's like boss battles. I don't have Trip VR, but if I could, I'd probably give this 1 or 2 stars because of the insane price point. Res Infinite. Now, this one might surprise some of you, maybe. I'm thinking 4 stars, but here's the thing, is that this game is really good on PSVR2, especially with the eye tracking. Maybe y'all can help me out here a little bit. I'm thinking 4 stars. But I want to give it more just because of the eye tracking and the graphics on PSVR 2 are beautiful. Great soundtrack. Yeah, I'm still going to give it 4 stars. I adore this game, though, and I highly recommend it. But I'm going to go 4 stars. That was a tough one. That one hurts a little bit. And it looks like I made the right call because y'all are saying 3 and 4 stars. So I'm glad I didn't overdo it, even though I wanted to give it 5. Some of you are giving it a 5. It's too late. I've moved on. I've done 4, which I think is fair. It is excellent, though. It is a must-have. Why did this change? That's weird. Did the best-selling list just change, like, in real time? That's so funny. Okay, yeah, you guys are from 3 to 5, so solid overall. Propagation Paradise Hotel, man, the biggest sleeper hit of October, the best game of October that came out. Now, this is absolutely 5 stars. This is Resident Evil in VR. This is easily 5 stars for me. I want to get more games like this on the platform. Y'all are saying 4 stars for this. Surprising. It's super VRAF. As it's about a 4.5 hour game, I think. At least it took me 4.5 hours to beat it. This is easily 5 stars. This is a must-have. This is a top 10 PSVR 2 title. Absolutely need to have it in your library. It's $20 too. It's crazy. It's so good. So good. It also looks really, really good too. Excellent. Paradise said go with 4. I did not finish it in 1 hour trophy, so kind of short. 5 stars for some people, 4 stars for some people, 5 stars, 4 to 5 stars, so it sounds about right. I am absolutely 5 stars and must own title. Next we've got Cities VR Enhanced Edition. I did not like this game at all. I don't like building sims. I don't like managing electricity grids and school education systems. This is a 2 stars for me. It's boring as hell, and it doesn't look very good either. Not a fan. Not for me. Tennis on Court. I haven't played this post-patch. I was actually enjoying this game quite a bit before. I was enjoying this game when we were reviewing it. I know the other guys weren't too crazy about it, but we did have a lot of issues with the multiplayer. I really want to give this a 3. Like, my gut is telling me give this 3. It's okay. Like, it's nothing super special, but it's not horrible either. But I do think I'm missing a patch from it. I'm going to go with 3 for now. But that's because I was liking it before it got patched, and then it got patched, so it might even be better now. I'm going to go 3, although that really, in reality, could be a 2. Let's see here. Cave Digger 2 Dig Harder. Let's see. Oh, this is under my European account. I would give this, honestly, probably a 2 or a 3. I haven't played it a whole bunch. I'm not crazy about it, but I haven't played it a whole bunch. What up, Professor Lilith? Hello, welcome, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all you guys just joining in. We are, let's see where we're at here. Oh, we have a long way to go. Jesus Christ. Is this for real? Some of these are announced, actually. Yeah, no, not all these are. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we've still got a little bit ways to go, so we're gonna speed this up a little bit. Peaky Blinders, absolutely embarrassing graphically. Kind of had me at first with kind of the story stuff going on, but it looks like crap, and it's all right. It's I'm gonna go 2 stars. Although they could maybe be 3, but I think the quality of the port. Unplugged VR is not very good. It's not horrible. Do I give it 2 or 3? My gut tells me 2. I'm not going to think about it too much. I didn't think it was that great. I'm going to go with 2. Let's see here. Demeo, baby. Now, Demeo is a game I absolutely love. I highly, highly recommend this game. I've got dozens of hours in it. Why does it say add to rate? I own this game. Maybe I have the European key. Anyways, if I guess I've got the European version. So, Demeo, absolutely gonna rate this on my European account. 5 stars. 5 stars, must have title. Absolutely amazing game for a tabletop dungeon crawler kind of thing. Bambino Ramos, much love back to you, my friend. Happy Thanksgiving to you, man. Thank you for dropping in. Demeo, I'll have to go into my European account and rate, but absolutely 5 stars, must have title, amazing game. Again, you can play Demeo completely single player, by the way, but it also is Charlie Murphy says Demeo is bae. Oh, you're funny, man. Aceville says 4 stars because it's too damn hard. I can see that being kind of hard, but I love it. 5 stars, absolutely. Zenith, The Last City. I love this game on PSVR 1 when it launched. I don't love it as much on PSVR 2, although it's still solid. So I'm going to give it a 3 stars because at the end of the day, it is a huge open world action RPG with some really good VR mechanics. A little bit of jank really the jank and the poor avatar designs are really the worst things about it. Puzzling Places, apparently I have on my European account. Puzzling Places, I think I'd give 3 stars. I know I wouldn't blame anybody for putting it at 4 stars. I'm curious to see what you guys have to say, but I'll give Puzzling Places 3 stars, but like a really strong, highly recommend this kind of 3 stars. I don't know. I could see it being, I could maybe would do 4 stars. Okay. You guys have convinced me. Vencer, Game Cat, Photo Nutter, Flame Hat, the Game Cat. I will, when I rate that on my European, I will give it 4 stars. I'll make a note of that. 4 stars. I think you're right. It's really, really good. I just don't play it a lot, but it is really good what's there. Hubris. Another game I absolutely loved. A wonderful 5-hour sci-fi action adventure. As much as I want to give this 5 stars, I'm going to give it 4 because it doesn't really have a lot of replay value. But I think it is an excellent 4-star game. And it seems like all of you agree with me, which is nice. Highly recommend Hubris. Highly, highly recommend. Racket Fury. Oof. I want to give this 2 stars really bad, but I'm not going to. I'm going to give this 3 stars. It's solid. It's okay. It's decent. I wish they didn't fudge up their launch so much. But I'll give it 3 stars because it's solid. Good haptics, good gameplay, good multiplayer. Oh my goodness. Hello Neighbor. Search and Rescue. This is getting not one... apparently I don't have this under my American account either. Hello Neighbor, Search and Rescue, I'm gonna have to give 2 stars. That's what I'm gonna end up giving it. It's not very good. Another Fisherman's Tale. This one I rated, I did a review on. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, I liked it enough. I'm going to give it a very low 3 stars. Very, very low 3 stars here. Just barely. It's just 2 stars seems too low, even though 3 stars seems too high. I don't know. I did enjoy it though, even though it's very questy. Cosmonious High, another actually pretty solid game. Looks like this is on my European account as well. Ooh. Honestly, I could give Cosmonious High 4 stars. I could, but I think I'll give it 3. Is what I'll give it. Oh, here we go, baby. The biggest hidden gem on PSVR2 is on my European account, apparently. So I can't rate it here. The Light Brigade, guys, absolutely 5 stars. Getting 5 stars from me. Absolute must-have title. Great launch price. Beautiful game. Beautiful art design. I cannot say enough good things about this game. It has really, really deep roguelike mechanics, and it's highly replayable. I think All You Are Is History says he's got like 150 hours, or maybe it was like 60 or 70, but that's still a lot. 5 stars for the Light Brigade. Absolutely will jump over to my EU account and rate that 5 stars. Must have title. Amazing game. Bulletstorm VR, which is coming January 18th. We've got Jurassic Park Aftermath Collection. Guys, I hated this game. This game sucks so bad. Boring, looks like crap, or doesn't look very good. I wouldn't say it looks like crap, but it doesn't look impressive at all. Cartoony Jurassic Park, easily 2 stars for me here. I hated this game so much. It's lucky I don't give it 1 star. I don't think it deserves 1 star. Sal, thank you so much for the donation, man. I don't have, for some reason, Astro's not dancing up here. But thank you, Sal, for the donation. Says, for some turkey treats for the doggo and a drink for the after the stream. Thank you so much, man. Cheers. I appreciate the donation. Appreciate your guys' support as always, man. It helps so much. Thank you so much. I'm thankful for you and your support. Les Mills Body Combat. Look, I've said it before and gone on the record. I hate this game more than it's a bad game. It's not that it's a bad game. It's, first of all, scrap the word game, because this is not even a game. This is just a workout app, and it's a decent workout app, okay? And we'll leave it at that. I'll give it 3 stars. But I really hate it. It's basically a ripoff of Box VR, and I don't know. Anyways, totally unoriginal. Totally stole the idea from other things. So it's basically just a copycat game that's doesn't even have good music. Like, I wish it had better music. Broken Edge VR. I kind of like this game. I don't think it's not like amazing, but I also don't play online very much. It's okay. I personally wouldn't really recommend it, but it's not bad, and I'll give it 3 stars. I actually did have a little bit of fun with this for a little bit. Townsman VR. This one's tricky because I actually really, really enjoyed this game. I got like 10 hours in. Why is this? I guess I have this under my European account. Oh, a lot of you guys are saying 2 stars for Broken Edge. Interesting. Townsman VR is one that I would like to give 4 stars to, but I would maybe do 3 just because honestly there's more content there than I even cared to play. It's kind of bloated with its content. Like it's really good, but it kind of wears out its welcome a little bit. So I think I would go 3, but I could easily go 4 and not bat an eyelash. GameCat Photo and Others says 3 stars. Yeah, I'm going to end up rating this 3, and that's not a bad thing. A very strong 3. It's either a very high 3 or a very low 4. Until You Fall, I don't know what it is about this game. I can never get into it. I'm going to give it 3 stars because I'm going to be kind of nice. But they really fudged up with the port for this. They could have done an actual good port of this, and they did a straight port of it, of a quest game. And this game just never grabbed me, man. I've played this game so much. I've spent several hours with it, and I still just don't. It just doesn't grab me. So I'm going to go 3 stars for this one. It's not a bad game. It's actually a pretty solid game. 3 stars. Aceville VR says, had a great time when I played it that one time. Yeah, man. Like, this is the most non-sticky game I've ever played. Like, this game should be like everything I love, and instead, like, I hardly ever want to play it. I never want to play it. Colossal Cave, I haven't played yet, so I won't rate it. Ooh, it's on sale though. I could buy it. $18.74. Oh, I might pick it up and try it out. Or no, because it's just gonna sit in my wait for a patch folder, and I don't want to add any more to that. I don't want to waste any more money. Oh man. Next, we've got Come to Barbaria. Come to Barbaria. Barbaria, man. Ooh. It's either a very high 3 stars or it's a very low 4 stars. I'm gonna go with the 4 stars here because this game kicks ass. I love the replay system. The replay system is one of the best replay systems ever. So much fun. Waltz of the Wizard. This one's tricky. What up, Wild Hour? This one's tricky because I think it's okay. I think this game is like okay, it's solid, but I also was a little disappointed with it last time I jumped in. The question is, do I go 3 stars or do I go 2? I'm gonna go with 3. Charlie Murphy says, it was really fun to play with my son, but I think Waltz of the Wizard still deserves 3 stars. I'm going to go 3 stars. Play it safe here. It's solid. It's nothing special, but it is kind of a fun... It's a fun tech demo that knows it's a tech demo. At least it's not trying to pretend to be anything else. We've got Thumper. I absolutely love Thumper. One of my favorite rhythm games. Thumper's getting 4 stars from me, guys. I really, really like this game. I love the brutal, heavy metal noises in this. The visuals are great. The haptics are even better. And yeah, great challenging game. You guys are at 5 stars for this. Wow. Everybody's at 5 stars. So I'm actually, I'm lowballing this one a little bit. Okay, GameCat Photo Nutter bailed me out here at 4 stars. Thank God. Yeah, no, I think it's an excellent game, a must-have title. It's dirt cheap usually, so absolutely should play it. Also, if you got to play it with headphones. Transformers Beyond Reality. I did not like this game very much, so I'm going to give this 2 stars. It's a bad game, a very bad game, unfortunately. It has cool voiceovers and stuff in it. I think it's got the original cast. Rezo Player. This is the brand new sports training app. I'm gonna give this 3 stars. It's not that it's a great game. This is similar to Les Mills Combat, where it's like I like this for the fitness of it. But it has some fun gameplay training mechanics, like throwing the football and stuff is really fun. And the soccer is like Headmaster, and then there's a goalie mode. I think this game is actually pretty decent, and I'm going to give it a strong 3. Zombieland Headshot Fever, a game that I did not give enough attention to at launch. But then I did later, and I really, really liked it. Shout out to Hasib, who was like, dude, why aren't you talking about this game at all? And then I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that at launch. And then I went back and played it. I'm going to give Zombieland Headshot Fever 4 stars because it is very fun, very stylish, and it may not impress you at first. Stick with it. It gets better. It gets really, really better. Vince Virtuo's got 5 stars on it. Most everyone else has 4 stars on it. I can understand the 5 stars. It's really good. It's very underappreciated game, I feel. Survive. This game, the bugs, the jank. I like the game itself. I like some of the things about it. I think I'm gonna give it 2 stars though. Too much jank and not enough polish. Does have a lot of content, and I did have a little bit of fun with it. This is a tough one. This one hurts. I want to give it 3. I really want to give it 3, but I just can't. I gotta trust my heart here and say 2, unfortunately. But it's an okay game. Oh God, y'all are gonna kill me for this one. Ragnarok. I'm gonna be nice here and acknowledge the fact that this is another one of those, it's not for me. It's not that it's a bad game. It's just not for me. I love the music in this game. It's got Gojira in it. I love the soundtrack. I do not like the gameplay very much, and I really don't like the graphics in it. Let's see. Aceville says 2. I want to give it 2. I definitely, but no, I'm going to give it 3 because, again, I'm going to give it 3 because I feel like it's more of a, I don't like it very much versus it's a bad game. Y'all seem to agree with me, though, about the 2 rating. Alvo VR, the other competitive multiplayer shooter, I'm going to give this just a solid 3. I think it's a decent upgrade. It's a decent game. And yeah, it's not like the high production values or anything. But it's a fun, I think it's pretty fun. Pretty decent. Tale of Onogoro. This is, of course, from the same people that made that Last Labyrinth game. This game, I'm going to give another 3-star rating to. I could go 2, but I actually kind of enjoyed this game. It's not great. It's either a very high 2-star rating or a low 3 rating. And I'm just going to, because I did enjoy this game, I'm going to put a low 3 rating. 3 for Alvo is fair, some of y'all say. 3 stars. Okay, seemed like we agreed on Alvo. Tale of Onogoro, it's like hard to recommend. It was just the right place, the right time for me, and it worked at the time. Paper Beasts. I actually really, really like the PSVR2 version of this. The graphical update plus the graphics are actually, like I said, there's little technical things that you can nitpick about this that are not the greatest. But I love that they added full locomotion, and I was actually really enjoying my time jumping back into this. I was enjoying the PSVR2 version way more than the PSVR1 version. I'm going to give it some love here and give 4 stars. I could easily go 3. It's just like solid. Maybe I should change that to a 3. It's tough. It's tough. No, I'm going to stick with it. I'm not going to convince myself. Aceville agrees with me. 4 stars. Most everyone else has 3 stars. I'm with you guys. I think we're all around the same place. Cave Digger 1. I don't even have this downloaded. So I'm not even going to rate this. What I've always said about Cave Digger is that I respect it for it being a pretty decent VR game. for having decent VR mechanics, but I don't find it to be a very fun or good game. This what is this? Operation Wolf? I didn't even buy. I didn't even try it out. Oh my god. You guys ready for a 5-star? This is I don't even remember what this is called. Kazuna AI Touch the Beat. This is one of the worst games I've ever played in my life. This is getting 1 star. Somebody needs to bring this down a little. How does this have almost, excuse you, how does this have almost 5 stars is beyond me. No worries. This is getting 1 star. This game was dog balls. It was absolutely terrible. I cannot believe it has almost 5. What is with these ratings, man? Holy crap. It is so bad. That tells me that they got 50 employees to go and used all the keys on their own employees and then rated the game. C-Smash VR is an interesting one. This is a game that I really wish I played more. I like it. I don't love it, but it's pretty good. I'm going to give it 3 stars for now to play it safe, but I need to make a note here, and I'm going to, that I need to play this more. I'm gonna give it 3 stars for now. Everyone's saying bless you.
Hey, you guys.
Oh, okay. Let's keep this going. Let's see here. Garden of the Sea. Now, some people kind of like this game. I did not. I didn't think it's, I think it's cute, it's charming, it's whatever, but I don't think it's that good of a game. I didn't play it a ton. Some of you might disagree with me here, but I'm going 2 stars. I didn't like it very much. Scott says not applicable. All right, how many more rows do we have here? Okay. We're kind of getting towards the home stretch. We're going to keep this moving. All right, VR Skater, you guys. So if I haven't made it very clear, yes, this game is overpriced, but oh my God, this is one of the best skateboarding games I've ever played in my life. I love this game. 5 stars for VR Skater. I highly recommend it. If you don't want to get it for $40, $35, $40, I completely understand. But when it goes on sale, you have to pick this game up because it is awesome. Big 5 stars for me. Highly, highly recommend. Hell, I'd even recommend it at full price, but I wouldn't blame you for holding off for a sale. I wish it would go on sale. I don't know. These guys kind of squandered their launch of a really, really good game and kind of messed it up. Song in the Smoke. I don't care if you don't like the art style. This game is absolutely 5 stars. It's the closest thing to like Turok in VR that we have. You get to fight dinosaurs. You get to club dinosaurs. No, look. You get to jump off a cliff and club dinosaurs over the head, yelling, screaming off the cliff. You absolutely. I don't know why this game doesn't get more love, honestly. This is one of the best games, one of the best VR games I've ever played. It's super good. Love it. Gun Club VR is on the store now, apparently. That's interesting. I wonder if that's coming to PlayStation VR 2. That says PS4. So it's probably coming to PlayStation VR 2 at some point. Gun Club's okay. It's decent. The Foglands. Looks like the Foglands. Oof. That rating. Oof. Ouch. How many ratings is that? Like 87, 67? A lot of people bought that. A lot of people weren't happy. A lot of people got duped by their marketing. If I could rate this, I would rate it a 2. It is not a good game. In fact, it is a bad game. This is Desert Warfare, Cactus Cowboy Desert Warfare. Is this the first game that came out? Is this the free one? Or is this the new one? Because I don't remember. Um, I don't know which one's which. If this is the sequel or if this is the first game. This is the sequel. I haven't played this yet, so I'm not going to rate it. Seeker My Shadow, I haven't played. I'm not going to rate it. I do have it. Altair Breaker. I'm going to be kind of nice here to Altair Breaker, and I'm going to give it 3 stars. Although it really should be 2. It's a very high 2 stars. But I will round it up to 3. I know MRI Gamer will be very happy about that. Because it's his favorite game ever, he told me. Death Game Show, whatever, Super Death Game Show, I haven't played. I'm not going to rate it. I have skipped some games because I don't want to play them and waste my time. Ooh, Before Your Eyes is interesting. I'm going to give Before Your Eyes 3 stars. It's solid. It tells a nice little story. It's good storytelling. It's cool that it uses the mechanics of the blinking to move the story, to keep the story going. But it's just okay. I didn't really care for the art style. Next, we've got The Last Clockwinder, which is actually really good. I'm going to give this 4 stars because this game is actually pretty quality port. It's crystal clear. It's really colorful. It's got some good solid puzzle mechanics, and it's decent. It's not a super long game, but I enjoyed what I played. Runes Magus Complete Edition. I hate this game so much. There's no way I can give this 3 stars. Man, people are really nice on the PlayStation Store rating system. Let's bring this down a bit. Runes Magus gets 2 stars for me. Was that? Yeah, it's mostly likely employees using their own keys to highly rate their own game. Runes Magus is awful. I kind of like some things about it, but ultimately it was terrible and horrible port and just not a very good game. Box to the Beat, I didn't even bother. Afterlife VR, I didn't even bother. What the Bat, watch this have like 5 stars. What the Bat, I absolutely hate this game. Actually, it doesn't have 5 stars. It's got almost 4 stars. I'm going to give this 2. I'm not going to give it 1 because it's not a broken mess, but it just sucks. And I hate it on top of that. Terrible, terrible display of VR. I don't care what anyone says. Star Tenders, Intergalactic Bartending. This game is another one that sucks and is not fun. So I'm going to give it 2 stars. y'all are trolling. Saying 5 stars for What the Bet. Looper says, don't sleep on Box to the Beat. I will sleep on Box to the Beat all day. No, I'll maybe try it, but if I don't know. We got Pixel Ripped 1978. I like this game. It wasn't like amazing, but it was solid, so I'll give it 3 stars. I like Pixel Ripped 1995 a lot more. Ooh, Aceville likes Star Tenders. I did not. Let's see here. Break Stuff VR. I think I have this game, but I haven't played it. No, I think I might have had a key for it or something. I don't know. The Last Worker, I haven't even bothered. Across the Valley, I haven't even really bothered. Dyschronia, I haven't played. Oregon Quarter. Now, I know some of you like this game. It's got a decent rating. It's got what? It's got like 3 ratings or something. Oh, I feel bad. I'm gonna go not with what I want to do. I'm gonna do with what my heart tells me. I know some people really like this game. I don't see it. I don't get it. I don't see it. Unfortunately, I didn't have any PlayStation nostalgia with this one. This is gonna bring the rating down because there's so few ratings. I'm gonna feel really bad. It was at 4.04, right? Oh, 4.02. I actually did some damage there. Some of y'all are saying 3 stars. The ratings I do here are not intended to actually affect anything. It's just when the game has so few ratings. I guess, does that say 90 something ratings? Oh, weird. 4 stars for Oregon Quarter, 3 stars for Oregon Quarter, 4. Man, I can't, man. I can't. I did not like this game at all. Speaking of games I didn't like, Last Labyrinth is here, and I don't like it. I'm gonna give it 2 stars again because it's not broken, but it really, honestly, no, it's horrible. 1 star. It's the only non-broken game to get 1 star here, I think, so far, because it's just that bad. Woo-wee. All right, making our way here. Tin Hearts. I only played the Tin Hearts demo. If I could rate this, I'd rate it a 1 or 2, because it was bad. Probably a 2, because it at least was charming. Down and Out. Oh my goodness. Oh no. This is definitely, God, this has already got a 2-star rating already. We're going to try to, can we drop it down even more? Can we drop it even more? Yeah! 1.97. I should have been paying attention to see if my ratings were actually changing anything. Yeah, no, this game is awful. Awful. Dog turd of a game. Horrible. Let's see. Awesome Asteroids. Now, this game is okay. I like the eye tracking guns. It's just silly little arcade fun. I'm gonna go. Wait, do I not have a? That's weird. I guess I have a European. Either I have a European key, or this is not letting me rate some of these games. I could have swore I had a North America key for this. I would probably give Awesome Asteroids 3 stars because it supports the HOTAS, like the head bite points out. It also supports good eye tracking mechanics, but it's a simple arcade game. It's better than what I thought it was going to be, actually, but it's not like nothing I would say super special, but it's like okay. Knock. I kind of like this game, but I don't think it's very good. I'm gonna have to give this 2 stars. I think the game has a horrible design flaw in that it's meant for online only and has 0 player base. I mean, who makes a multiplayer game for nobody? Okay, this one's gonna hurt a little bit too because I really like this game. But I don't think it. I think this is an example. This is kind of the opposite of what I said earlier. This is a game that I don't think is necessarily a very good game, but I like it a lot. So I'd like to give this 3 stars. I really, really would, but I can't. I can't. My heart won't let me. Cosmo Dread. I'm honestly not a fan of this game. Some people might hate me here. Honestly, for Cosmo Dread, I'm between a 2 and a 3. What are y'all saying? 4 for Cosmo Dread. It's not me speaking, it's my brain. All right, we got to keep moving here. Y'all are rating Cosmo Dread 4, so I'm going to just go with the 3. I'm definitely disappointed in this game, though. Rhythm Planet, I didn't play. Gazzlers is actually kind of decent. I don't know. The only problem with Gazzlers is that I played it. I like really enjoy playing the first level a lot, but then beyond that, I don't. I'm gonna give it a little bit of love here, be a little nice, and give it a 3. 3 stars. But it could be better. Here we go, baby. Runner VR. This is absolutely getting, let's see, this is at 4.02. Can we get this bumped up a little bit, please? Please show some respect. Some people, 4.03, baby. 4.03. I may have been affecting these ratings a lot more than I was aware that I was. Absolutely love Runner. Highly recommend. Must have. Pick it up. Super good. Love it. Math World VR, I didn't play. Blink, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Didn't play. B99, didn't play. Any of these that I didn't play, 9 times out of 10, just assume that they're 1 to 2 stars. Behind the Frame VR, I didn't play. A lot of these I haven't installed though. Apparently it's broken though. Fantavision. I actually really, I don't want to say I like Fantavision. I like the concept of Fantavision, but it's not a fun game. It gets 2 stars for me. It's not horrible. It's just, it lacks fun, which is a problem. Pixel Rip 1995. I will give this a higher rating than Pixel Rip 1978. I will give this 4 stars. I like this game a lot. And this game, if you played this on PSVR 1, playing it on PSVR 2 on hard is the way to go. Love Pixel Rip 1995. Highly recommend. Big fan. Big fan. What is this? I don't know what this is. U Calligraphy, something, I haven't played it. Brain Beats, I haven't played. VR Pigeons, I liked this game on PSVR 1. On PSVR 2, this game sucks. It's broken, it's bad, it's terrible. It gets 1 star. The train, what is this? This crossword puzzle game, I don't have the thing here. I don't even have it. I didn't even bother. Probably bad. Masternoid. Is this the last one? Hold on, wait a minute. This would be a really cool one to be the last one. Guys, this is the last game on the list. I actually did see Cactus Cowboy, which I'll give a rating to. Cactus Cowboy, Desert Warfare. This is a free game. I'm sorry to do this. I don't care if it's free. It's not very good. God. So many developers probably hate me right now, but you know who doesn't hate me? Because the final games, guys, we made it to the end, is Masternoid. And guys, I love Masternoid. This game is actually really good. It's really fun. I'm going to give it 4 stars. 4 stars, a strong 4 stars. I highly recommend Masternoid. It's super fun. It is crystal clear, runs at a good frames per second. And that is it. So guys, that is it for the that is it for rating every single game. Something I've been wanting to do. Thank you for helping out. I thank you for helping out and letting your voice be heard, sharing your opinions. Yeah, man, I've been waiting to do that a long time with you guys. So thank you so much. And that was super fun. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I've got a special treat for you guys before we get out of here. My brother is here, and just like old times, I'm gonna have my brother do the roll call for here. So you guys, thank you so much again for your support. Thank you for the donations. Thank you to all these lovely people that support on Patreon. I cannot wait for the next 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks, we got huge games dropping. Cannot wait to do it. So without further ado, I'm going to kick it over to my brother and let him sign off. You guys have a wonderful rest of the night. Take it away, Elias.
All right, my Baba Booey boys. Let us get ourselves a little roll call. Hello, Flame Hat the Game Cat. Hello, Silver Nexus Game. Hello, Cole. Thank you, Silver Nexus. Thank you, Colin Murphy, thank you, Hookworm, the Hosier Game Cat, thank you, Game Cat Photo Nutter, thank you, Mad Vegan, he's so mad and he's a vegan, thank you, Scott the PSVR Game Cat for life, thank you, Aceville VR, thank you, Scott the PSVR, oh, thank you again, Scott, thank you, Looper the Underground Game Cat, and some honorable mentions that my brother forgot, Blood and Truth, that is, even though it's a V1, it's not V2, that one was pretty epic, freaking Drunken Bar Fight. I am a master at that game.
Oh, he likes Drunken Bar
Yes,
Fight.
V1 was super good. I don't know about V2. I can 100%. Saints and Sinners. I platinum that, boys. I fucking platinum that shit. It is the best one. All right. I haven't played the second one. I'm excited, but again, Dear Snuff, Mary Middleton, Steve Irie. Happy Thanksgiving. Have a good one.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a great night. Be safe. Be good.
All right, love
I'll
you
see you
guys.
again soon. Later, y'all.